I'm real proud of the team. This was a tough game. We've been playing pretty well. We started off well, and sometimes that's the kiss of death because you start off well. And I think our guys thought it might be easy, and no, there's no game in our league that's going to be easy. I don't know if there's many games in college basketball that are going to be easy. And we had a good lead to start. We hit some shots. We were playing pretty good defense, and all of a sudden, I look up and I think it was 12-12. And we had a dogfight on our hands. And our defense was not very good in the first half. I'm very proud of when Justin and Ryan came in. They gave us, along with the student section, a spark defensively that I thought was the difference in the game. So it wasn't a pretty win, but I think in the last few years we might not have won this game, and yet we held on, kept our composure, even threw some turnovers there at the end to hang on and win. And again, I'm very proud of the guys.
What does this 5-game winning streak mean? And going back to, Tulane's last win was against you guys early January. What has changed for you guys in that span of time?
Well, I think what's changed is Colin started. Colin has given us a big lift, not only offensively but defensively. He's a good defensive player. He's a great athlete. He's really given us a great spark. Jeremiah is starting. He did not start in that game. He only played 11 minutes. So I think their growth and development as players has made us a deeper team. Now having Justin come off the bench, having Ryan come off the bench, two very valuable players, very good defenders. I think we're just a deeper team, a better team. I think our defense has matured. We've made some adjustments defensively, simplified some things, streamlined some things that have made us better. And then offensively, even I'm disappointed in the 16 turnovers, but we're leading the league in field goal percentage, and that's a good thing.
Papa, he changes games. Even when he didn't score, I think, for the first 10 minutes of the second half, but he changed things on defense, and then I think the way that they just have to guard you guys.
Yeah, no question. Papa draws a lot of attention, and we really notice it, not only during the game, but when you watch film, you'll see, wow, the crowd that he draws. And it really takes a lot of patience on his part. I think he's a very unselfish guy because he gets 10 shots. He's 9 of 10. We'd love for him to get more, but the opposition really focuses in on him. And when you surround him with good shooters, it's kind of like, okay, pick your poison. You're going to stop Pop? Great, we're going to knock in some threes. You want to take away the three-point line? Great, we'll get Pop in the post. And really the first few minutes of the game, that's when we figure out, okay, what's their game plan? Even though Tulane played us one way a month ago, they may change. And so you really have to see how they play certain things and then adjust accordingly. And I think that's where our team has matured a little bit in terms of our patience, of not, going through different segments of our offense, go from piece to piece to piece, and hopefully something good will show up.
When you start going through this part of your schedule, seeing conference opponents for the second time, how much of your preparation is trying to improve on what you did last time against this opponent versus trying to improve on what you did last week or the week before?
I think it's both. I think that's a great question. My goal each day is to get better and then win the next game. And you look at what hurt us last time. Ed's a new coach. He brings a different style of play. They're a tough matchup. When you have Kendall Timmons at the 4, who's 6'5", long arms, who can shoot threes and drive the basketball, that's a tough matchup. So how do you adjust for that? They do some unique things, their style of play. So, we have to prepare for that. The good thing is, two things. One, we had a week to prepare. Second thing is, we've got a heck of a blue team. When you're talking about Sean Williams, Cotton Giles, Richmondsville Day, Austin Horn, Tomas Kwiatkowski, and sometimes Miles Lutman, to mimic the other team. A lot of times, teams have to use just walk-ons or players that aren't that good. Our second unit, our blue team, our scout team, is really good. So it's great preparation for us as we prepare for an opponent, and we had a week to prepare. But they're still tough because they do so much off the dribble, and they shoot so many threes. And, their three-point shooting really scares you. And they had 51 shots, we only had 36. So, you know, some of that is the offensive rebounds, but our turnovers.
When you look at this team, I mean, they've won 5 straight conference games, never been done at SMU. But I mean, is this a team that you look at as being the best that you've ever coached to, or are they just better at winning than in years past?
Oh boy, that's a good question. You know, you don't like to compare teams. I think it's the most mature team. I think, you know, guys are seniors. Guys know their roles. Our offense is fine-tuned as opposed to last year, and that's a credit to Larry Mangino. Jerry Hobby's done a great job with the shooting. Reggie Brown has done a great job with individual instruction. So I think that the leadership of this team is very good. I think Ryan, Mike, and Pop have shown terrific leadership. And, you know, I'm only as good as those guys. You know, when I leave the locker room, either they support what I say or they don't. And I believe they support what we say as coaches. And Mike Walker is playing at a high level. Pop's playing at a high level. Ryan is playing at a high level. And they all embrace their roles. And, you know, so is this the best team we've had? You know, I don't know, maybe. Is this the team that's playing at the highest level? Yeah, they know how to win. Yeah, I think Jeremiah's added a lot to this team, you know, and Colin. They've added an energy, a fire that maybe we haven't had in the past, a confidence, an aggressiveness, a swagger that maybe we haven't had in the past.
Has Colin turned out to be better than you expected when you first got him?
No question. You don't know what you're getting. How lucky are we to get a guy who's comes in on a walk-on for 1 year, can play right away, who started for us. You know, just drops out of the sky. My wife calls him an angel. You know, he just dropped in our laps, and he's added so much. You know, forget the shooting and all that, but when he and Jeremiah came off the bench against Memphis, they added the spark that got us ignited to win that game. And now those guys are starting, and they have a spirit about them that is contagious throughout our team.
Coach, you mentioned maturity. Late in the first half, it looked like you had to get on Pop about a timeout. How does he take that now?
Oh, a lot better than he used to. And Pop and I, you know, he's emotional, I'm emotional. He said he didn't call a timeout. I saw him cross his hands. The ref saw him do it. But Pop, you know, he's more mad at himself in those instances. So, you know, we were fine. We walked off the court, timeout, we talked. I said, listen, Pop, you're bigger than me, but don't argue with me, okay? I can still, you know, find a way to kick your butt. He has bounced back from setbacks. He started off 2 turnovers early. And as a sophomore, he'd be done for the game. You know, last year he fought through it better. This year, you know, he forgets it a lot quicker, moves on. And, you know, halftime, I didn't think he played great. And he had, like, I don't know, 15 points and 9 rebounds or something. You know, and he finishes with 24 and 11, 3 blocks, you know, 2 assists. He turns the ball over a little bit too much for me, but the ball's in his hands a lot, too.
Can you share with us what was going on in that timeout with 3 minutes left? It looked like you were fired up doing a whole
Yeah, we have a little kind of a dance that we do.
Okay.
You know, that it's kind of our Mustang warrior dance. And it started at Memphis, and just at certain times during the game, after the game, it's kind of like, all right, guys, you know, it's time. And it's just to kind of have fun. It's kind of like, okay, we got to take this to the next level, and we've got to bring that swagger and that confidence that it takes to close out games.
Now you find yourself in a position, you're going to UTEP, you're half game behind them, you know, in first place. This program hasn't been in that position.
What was that?
First place, I mean, I don't think we've talked about that a lot, right?
Yeah, no, it's great, but, you know, I'm one that I want to learn from this win. And there's a balance. Congratulations, we won, but we didn't see us dancing around after that game. I think we all know that we didn't play great. All right, that's a good thing. We won. All right, let's get better, because we have to play better to win down in El Paso. And, but, you know, it's exciting position to be in, but we all know it's fragile, it's fleeting, and, you know, we got to just, you know, watch film tomorrow, learn, get on the court briefly, get better, get ready for UTEP, and hopefully go down there and perform well. And then at the end of the season, you know, hopefully the wins, you know, are up here and the losses are down here, and we're in position to do some special things.
Anything else?
Thank you.